You'd think that he never gets any baths or flea medicine by the way he sits around and chews on himself. What a dog. Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, it's another day in the jungle. And we're working on, well, it is Friday, 3 days before Memorial Day 2020. And we are in a, what's the right way to call it? Yeah, we're gonna get it done zone. And that get it done zone is featuring 1954 Bel Air two-door hardtop. I am hoping by the end of this weekend consists of the rest of this evening, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. By Tuesday morning that this car is a turnkey, start them up, move them up and down the road and back it up, forward, back it up and everything. All right guys, so I've been working on it for the past few days in my spare time. And let's see what I got done. The first thing I got done is it is officially, after probably at least 25 years of sitting in a field, for the first time has brakes on it. I have replaced all the wheel cylinders, put new brake shoes on it. Fortunately, the brake shoes were brand new and they were in the trunk of the car. Thumbs up. I'm gonna bring it around this way. Thumbs up, two thumbs up. Okay, they're the same thumbs, but you get the point. Anyway, I just put new wheel cylinders in it and I made myself new brake line from the back to the front. This was reversed. This bracket right here used to live right there, and that bracket right there used to hold that hose, but now we have a new bracket over here that bolts to the frame. There was two bolts already ready for it to go. Maybe they already had this in plan to have it on the other side. Who knows? I don't know, but there were two holes there, just like there's two rivet holes right there. Okay, so move the brake line over. Still need to weld it. Haven't made my trip around with welding, but I finally got brakes on it. Come around here, new brake line. Then we started getting into the area where I've already cleaned and pour 15. New brake line. And we come up to the spaghetti. New brake line. Coming to the passenger side. New brake line. Going to the driver's side. And all new lines going up to new master cylinder and proportioning valve. Now, I'm not in love with the spaghetti bowl thing I got going on up here. What I think is gonna happen is after I get the engine and I know exactly where everything can go and can't go because everything's in there and it's working, I'm probably gonna take this and move it down here onto the frame and have just two lines coming from down up there down to here, and that'll clean that whole, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But anyway, I've got my steering column welded into the plate that goes inside, so that when I need to take the steering column out, it'll be just as easy as unbolt 4 bolts, and the steering column will come out, take it loose here, and out it'll come. I am kind of gonna work on something like that. That is the shifter for the manual transmission, and I want to put a cable right here, like a modern cable, and come down this way and go around to be a shift cable for the transmission. So we'll see what happens there. I've already got a new, that's my next thing I'm going to be doing, is taking this fuel line back out. It's already clipped into the original fuel line location, and I'm going to take it out and I'm going to flare these ends for the flare here, and at the other end it's just going to be a ball so that I can put a hose on it. And next gig is to fix that big gaping hole in the gas tank. And to do so, we're gonna do it with that. So I got a new gas tank. Got to get the sending unit fit, blah blah blah. It's cool about this one is you can put a fuel injection fuel pump in it if I want to, and that's a new fill neck so that it's not rusty too. Finally picked up a torque converter, $104. That's a Corvette type, you know, torque converter with a little bit more stall. Got all my seals I need for this. Thumbs up, two thumbs up. Got a bunch of other parts for it. New flex plate, new freeze plugs, new fuel pump, because the fuel pump that's on it's had dirt daubers in it. No telling if that's, we'll just put a new one of those on it. They're not much. Tranny mount, got a new brake switch because the original brake switch is the old type, that the lever. So I'll be moving that up underneath the dash. Some new belts. Got a new water pump for it. Yeah, ready to go. All we got to do is put the freeze plugs in it, and the winner is of how are we going to fix Crackhead's starter problem is none other than the Canadian Bubba. You win. You had the right answer, and that's to run a bolt up through that way. Now one of the problems I'm having right now is, if you can kind of see, is it's kind of cantered over. It's not making full contact right here. So I'm going to take my cutoff wheel and kind of cut that out. Now I got to be careful because, you know, square corners on a inside corner of something cast can make it more prone to cracking. But hey man, you know, I mean, what do you got to lose at this point, right? So anyway, that's how we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna fix that hole right there. I don't know if we can see it. Can we see it? Can we see that hole? Look at that hole right there. That's not gonna hold water. We're worried about the crack in the block, but that's certainly not gonna hold any water. All right, guys, well, that's what we got going on. I am about ready to put this car together, make it start and run. That does not mean that we're going to be ready to ride it up and down the road, but if I can get in it and start it, and it's got brakes, and I can put it in reverse, and it can move backwards, then I'll be more happy with it. I promise you that. I don't have to have the power steering working to make that work. I was thinking about that. The really cool thing is I got that big ass steering wheel on this thing. So power steering or not, it's still gonna be easy to turn. So yeah, versus if it had a little bitty 13-inch wheel. So yeah, man, we've been rocking it down and getting them down and making them sound. And I got some more sounding to do. All right, guys, well, y'all stay tuned this weekend. I'm gonna post a few more videos of this car, and hopefully on Labor Day evening, y'all are watching me start this car up and be able to move it in and out of the shop and everything. So wish me luck. All right, guys, y'all keep rocking and a rolling and a rolling and a rocking, and Petey Doggy's gonna keep grinding it down. Ain't that right, Petey Doggy? Ah, you itchy dog. You make everybody think that I don't treat you well. Yeah, itchy doggy.